Hey, I'm Mary Cox Brown of Marigold Designs.
And I'm Neillie Butler of Mariée and Mariée.
And we're here to coach you through setting a beautiful table, really for any event, but just it gets intimidating. And so we wanted to be able to give you some tips and tools to put in your toolbox to make a beautiful table.
We love to set a table no matter what the occasion is, but Birmingham Botanical Gardens does have a special night coming up. It's called Experience with an Expert, and Chris Hastings is going to teach you how to cook on a Zoom. So you will be able to listen and learn and then really make it a special night at your house. And my true definition of a special night at home is really setting the table.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like somebody once says like you eat with your eyes first.
Yeah.
So if you have a beautiful table set, like people are just going to enjoy the food
And it's
more.
just more fun.
If it's a bland table, we're like, it's good.
Yeah, totally. But most people ask us, you know, I'm too intimidated. I don't know where to start. I don't know what I have. I don't think I have what it takes to set a table. Those are the questions I
Absolutely.
get constantly. And let me just say, I'm no expert. I just have
Neither
fun
am
with this. So, you know, I like to just mix and match and just pull things out and see. And I think the biggest piece of where you should start is just picking, like, what do I want to use tonight or next week?
One special piece that kind of can get your creative juices flowing.
Right. So I would maybe pick, let's just say, like this salad plate. You know, it's a special piece. I really like it. I know I want to use it. And I would pull it out and then start pulling other things. So Mary Cox has this china.
Here, I can help. But it looks so great layered on top of each other. And just by pulling all this stuff on the table, we were able to kind of see that, like, oh, it looks great together.
Yeah, because we just certainly weren't going to.
We weren't going to put these together.
But that's what's fun about it. And so what I want to encourage you to do, start now. So let's say the dinner's in a week or whenever it is. I want you to start now pulling things out of your party closet, your pantry, wherever, and just putting it all on a table in a pile just like this. I want glassware, flatware, napkin rings, chargers.
Yeah, and even
anything you've got.
Yeah, candlesticks, all that.
Yeah, and start mixing and matching and seeing what goes well, and then setting the tone for your event. Do you want it to be super formal? Do you want it to be casual?
Right.
And then that way you can start like building upon pieces. And then, you know, do you need a placemat and a charger? Do you need a tablecloth? Like, you just start pulling it all in.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's kind of like I said, when you're packing for a vacation, you pull everything out a week in advance and you start to narrow it down as you start to think more and more about the vacation. This, you pull it all out, you're looking at it, and you narrow it down more and more as you're getting closer to your date. I mean, it makes a little bit of a mess, but it's totally worth it because you'll come up with something really exciting.
You'll also be able to fill in your the gaps if you pull it all out now, because you may not have just the perfect piece or the perfect glassware or napkin ring that's going to make the whole look come together. And if you're missing that piece,
it's hard to fill that in on a Saturday afternoon.
It does, and it kind of drives me crazy.
At 4:35, when you realize it.
Right, when you finally do this. So we have awesome resources around town. We have great tabletop boutiques that if you give yourself a few days to go find that piece, it would be great. We also offer a rental program.
Neillie's Party Closet.
So you can go to the party closet and rent any of the pieces that you need to just fill in the gaps. So that way you kind of really know and you're able to prepare for your special night. The one thing that intimidates me the very most every single time is the centerpiece. Like
Well, it shouldn't, but I understand.
Well,
I know it's my job. But I do think that a lot of times once people will do their own flowers, they're like, oh, this isn't that hard. But I always tell people, don't go pull out some big bowl, you know, and thinking this beautiful big glass bowl that you've always wanted to put flowers in, because you're going to fail. It's too big. Yeah, hire me to do that. But I always tell people, you always need bud vases in your cabinets. And even if you didn't have bud vases, you could use like little julep cups or little glass. I mean, like even like your water glasses can be vases. But keep it small, because you'll find that that's the easiest way to get a good arrangement. And then have 3 of them or 5 of them or 9 or 11 and make a really big,
if you just kind of have a
full
stash
table
at home, you
can
kind
just
of
pull
like
from it.
Decide, is your look more ceramic? Is it more glass?
Yeah. Silver. Do you want silver? What is your look for the week?
I also love to incorporate these candles. I did it actually last night for my dinner with just Tom and Bruce. You know, if you have a few of these just sitting around, not a lot of people just have these sitting around the house, but I do. But if you have a few candlesticks, it also adds to the.
These are from Shop.
Centerpiece.
And I do think it elevates the centerpiece. And it's so dark. I mean, we still at March 7th, it'll still be getting dark at 6 o'clock. So you will have a very dark, you're not going to have daylight to work with. So I think it's always very romantic.
So really the purpose of this video is to get you started and get you thinking. And we just want you to start pulling things out. Ask us for questions. We're here to
Absolutely.
help. And start deciding what you want your table to look like on that special evening. But we're here to help in any way.